from the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 12, 12. 55. 80 weapons.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 36! White. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Lock! He's cracked. Who draw Porter? 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here we go. Black 80! 65.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch it. 12, fellas, here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Here we go.
Rock it.
Check three. 49, check 49. Watch the eye.
Stop.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. X3. 218. Chopper.
Line 54. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Roll out.
Shift.
Sponge.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On the ready.
Mike 5-4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now. Recon. 132 fighter.
54.
Let go.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We're scoreless after one.
Here we go.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Alert! Alert! I got you.
Now Mostert, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
This is Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the second down throw on target. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mostert. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they were with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And let's get this. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go. 57 is the Mike. Watch 57. I'm coming, baby. Bravo.
Second and 1. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Go. Hey, seam 6. Greystone, travel.
Mike 57. Check pass.
Snap.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Protein spill.
Check. Fresno.
On the ball.
Slam.
Nixon will try the right side. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, defense, let's go.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike, check. 61, matchbox, lights. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Look at me, zipper. Watch it. Hey, Sam off. Safety's good. 80 weapon. Kill. Hey. Deep rip.
Back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike's 50.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
21. Here we go. X3, 218, chop.
Kill, turn up. Shit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the shift. Switch. Slam. Patrick, 6'6", bullet high. Check nickel. Hey. On the ball. Get it.
Now a give, right side. Bernard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the ball. Watch the screen. Shoot.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Tighten up. Fair. Ready.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a... Second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, come on. General West. Under 10.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He's got a first down and more past the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And the 49ers first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Coleman now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch. 22 jet bombers.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 180. 13.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack,
the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Coaching spill.
Don't get nervous.
Check. Rush in.
Hey, Foxtrot. Snap.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to Mixon on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put that team on a
61. Matchbox lights.
check out.
Go. Leo.
2nd and 4. Going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
12, 12. 65.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the 2-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Hey, Delta. 12, fellas, here we go. X3, 218, jump. Hey, gun. 65.
Mike, 36.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He finds Coleman. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
10 Lobo.
I'm coming. Quick the edge.
Go, go.
Check three, check three.
49, check 49, check 49.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Here we go.
Yo, 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 go, go. Hey, exit. General West.
Quick.
Now.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. 57's the mic. Watch the
Lee Griffin.
They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Returning, it's Benjamin.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I got you. 21. Hey, Zoo.
Now Garoppolo. Trying to improvise. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go. Black 80. Hey, gun. 11. Hey, Alpha. 36.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with 7 seconds remaining. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
22 Jet Bomber.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Day.
Hey, yeah, okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets of debts. I think my bread it as hard as a cruise on receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. myself at a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.